Hi, Mr. Preister.
Hey, Abby.
I have a few questions for you.
All right. Fire away.
It's a project we're doing for our CSOS class,
Okay.
and it's about college. So here we go.
I went to college.
That's good. No way.
Yeah.
All right. The first question is, what college did you go to?
I went to college for my undergrad at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. My grad school, I went to National University.
Okay. Did you live on campus?
I did not. At that point, the University of Nebraska was a commuter school. Now they do have dorms, and there are students living on campus, but when I was going there, it wasn't an option. My first year, I lived at home for freshman year, and then afterwards, I rented a house with friends, and we lived pretty close to campus and just commuted back and forth.
What did you major in?
I majored in education, and I became a teacher.
Was this college your first choice? You're right. Was this college your first choice?
It was not my first choice. I put off taking the SAT and applying to colleges until it was too late my senior year. So it was really my only choice. It was the local college and go to. There were two other colleges I wanted to go to. One in Marymount, Kansas, and I also like the University of Berkeley. I wish I could have gone there as well.
What was your favorite thing about college?
My favorite thing about college was the freedom to schedule your classes. So some semesters I knew I didn't like getting up at 8 in the morning, so I scheduled like my first class at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then after a while I realized when you do the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock classes, you don't get out very early. So then a couple semesters I scheduled early classes so that I would be done at like 11 o'clock every morning and be able to do things for the rest of the day.
How was college and campus life?
It was a lot of fun. There were always, it was interesting because, first of all, there's so many people walking around that it's pretty easy to make friends. Most people are friendly. There's some people who are a little more guarded. But there's also like fun things happening on campuses. They would bring bands in to play. Some nights they'd have movies and stuff. You go on campus and like for $1 see a movie and stuff in the school theater. Or they'd bring in entertainers. And then they'd have a lot of great clubs. Just about anything you're interested in club-wise you could do. Or if you wanted to join a fraternity or a sorority, that was a way to make a lot of contacts as well.
And lastly, did they have office hours?
Every professor had office hours. It was a little different in ours in that you would actually go to the professor's office and discuss. And I would say my freshman and sophomore years, I didn't utilize them enough. And there were times where I was having difficulties in classes and I was fairly shy. And I ended up doing poorly in those classes. And finally, I realized I'm paying for this. I need to stick up for myself. So I would go visit the professor, and they were always willing to work with you if you had some question, or if you needed some help on an assignment, or needed an extension on a project. So I highly recommend you do that in college, and that's one reason we train Ike students to be able to talk to teachers and advocate for yourselves.
Thank you, Mr.
You're
Preister.
welcome. Have a good week.
You too, sir.